Four teams remain. We've reached the conference finals. The Clippers, Suns, Hawks, and Bucks are all trying to make it to the finals. But let's get into this. So, first one is the Hawks and the Bucks. The Hawks kind of pulled off an upset. I mean, on the road, they beat the Bucks 116 to 113 in game one. Trae Young is just going off right now. He's really leading the way. 48 points for Trae Young. I mean, this guy is unstoppable. You're playing a team like the Bucks that have, a lot of experience in this playoff setting. They've been to the conference finals before. They've been in the playoffs a lot. But in the Hawks, haven't. So, it's really, I think, a battle of experience. But the Hawks really showed that you don't need that because, they have a young team that is just really playing well. And they won by 3 points on the road, like I said. Giannis Antetokounmpo at 34, 33 for Jrue Holiday. Not many other high scores for Milwaukee besides that. 15 for Chris Middleton, but, I mean, they needed more depth to win this game. For the Hawks, I mean, they didn't really have that many high scorers besides Trae Young. They had a double-double from Trae Young with 11 assists and 48 points. 23 from John Collins, that was pretty good. 13 from Herter, 12 from Clint Capella, and he also had 19 rebounds, which is really crazy. But yeah, they got a good victory. Field goal percentage was pretty equal. I mean, both around 50%, just below it. Both teams didn't really shoot the three ball all too well, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, Trae Young's a good three-point shooter. Bucks aren't really a good three-point shooting team. I mean, their best player, Giannis Antetokounmpo, doesn't really shoot many threes. But yeah, besides that, it was a pretty good game. The Hawks, I mean, it's obviously early to tell in this series, but they're playing like a team that wants to be in the finals, and I completely understand why. They haven't been there, and they haven't been even in this setting in a while, and I think, Trae Young is just showing why he is the best player on this team. So 116 to 113, Hawks win it. Now the next one, the Phoenix Suns beat the LA Clippers in game one, 120 to 114, and this was a pretty good game. In which, for the Suns, 13 for Jay Crowder, 14 for Mikal Bridges, 40 from Devin Booker. Devin Booker, he had a triple-double with 40 points, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. That was really good. He played almost the whole game, 44 of the 48 minutes. But yeah, I mean, the Suns are just a really deep team. If you go into their bench, Cameron Johnson had 12 coming off the bench, 8 for Torrey Craig. I mean, they are playing like a really good team. DeAndre Ayton had 20. I mean, the Clippers, decent team as well, but, they did not have Kawhi in this game, and the Suns did not have Chris Paul, which I guess is equal in terms of what they don't have. But, I mean, we'll see how the series progresses with, Kawhi returning eventually and Chris Paul. We don't exactly know when or if they will, but, it's an interesting thing. But Paul George had 34 points. Obviously, he kind of had to lead the team by himself, not having Kawhi Leonard. 24 for Reggie Jackson, but besides that, only 11 from DeMarcus Cousins. Not that good of a game for the Clippers in terms of their starting lineup. I mean, yeah, PG-13 and Reggie Jackson had pretty good games, but, I mean, they got to play better in this setting. They do not want to fall into a hole. Field goal percentage, the Suns had, a lot better of a free throw percentage and, or not free throw percentage, field goal percentage. 3-point percentage was pretty much equal. Both teams shot pretty well. Definitely, comparing this to the Hawks game, a lot better. But, it's a good one for the Suns. They're at their home arena, so they're in front of the fans. And, they're obviously the favorite as they were the 2 seed. But the Clippers, have been pretty scrappy this whole playoffs. So anyways, guys, that was game one of the conference finals. It's getting really interesting, so I'm excited to see what teams actually make it to the finals after these series. And yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts, and see you in the next one.